Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Um, I hope that you guys are doing okay on this morning. Be quiet, Remy. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. Okay. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you find yourself unsubscribed, we are getting down to the bottom of where this is coming from. I thought it was coming from one direction, but we kind of seeing where it's coming from now. Just subscribe again until she's gotten. Okay. So just it's almost over. Okay. So if you find yourself unsubscribed, please subscribe again. Okay. I wanted to talk about this morning, and I want y'all to know how much I appreciate you guys so much. Okay, but I wanted to talk about children being abducted in Memphis, and it happened as early as yesterday. Okay, um, let's go to that. Okay, yeah, that's a shame before God. My aunt lived directly on Ethlin across the street from Hamilton Elementary. And he is K through 8. So what they did was it used to be K through 6. It's K through 8 now. What he did was he basically abducted a elementary school student. Okay, he abducted a child, and like the mother said, if you can send out notifications about TCAPs, if the children had to go and tell the students, tell the teachers that someone had been driving around trying to pick them up. Why wasn't police sitting out there? Why don't they have police and security out there manning the school on every side, that whole area? Because even when my aunt lived in that area, it wasn't as bad as it was now, but it was still the hood. Okay, now it's even more of the hood. Okay, so, you know, I think this is sad. He did let the child go, but there's no telling what he did with the child. If he abducted that child, okay, and then he finally let her go, there's no telling what that child had to do to be let go. We already know that people don't just abduct children for nothing. Now, if he, put it, this is just a predator. I can't say that this person is a part of a human trafficking ring. This is a freak that wants to hurt children. And so I'm sure he did what he wanted to do and then let her go. This is a shame before God. And that's what I say. You got people these men in Memphis killing each other and things of that nature. This is what they need to be getting on since they got a trigger happy finger. This is what they need to be handling, right? But instead, they want to take gratification and, yeah, I kill his children, sis, and then call themselves a gangster. Gangs were created really to help to protect the community. They're supposed to be helping these children, but why was the police not out there and having that school surrounded? Why didn't the school officials make sure and ensure that that happened? They didn't even properly notify the parents as they should. I have a very deep passion for kids. Okay, I do. I have a very deep passion for kids and young adults. Okay, and not just because, especially young African American men and the young ladies too. And I always say the young ladies have a lot of groups that kind of work with them. Okay, but I noticed that there are not a lot of groups that work with these young African American men, and boys have always been taught to internalize stuff. That's the reason why they flip out. Okay, but I think that this is a shame, that a predator is riding around and it's warm. Hell, it's been like in the damn 80s and stuff. It's only going to get worse. But I hold that school responsible because the parent says that they were not properly notified. They just said that it was a man riding around trying to pick up kids. Don't they know he was trying to work his way up to snatching a child? They should have had a police on every end, every corner where he didn't even feel comfortable to be in that vicinity of that school or around that damn area, period. And there's a lot of thugs that hang around that area. Okay? Ain't no, it might have been a thug that did it because these folks are getting sicker and sicker. But this is a shame, y'all, of what is going on in Memphis. It's going on everywhere. Because I was looking at, the as far as the cities with the highest crime rate, and I think Memphis is like number 5. Okay, and I was just looking at that last night. I know that there's a lot of attention on Memphis because of this Young Dogs case and what happened with Tyree. It has sensationalized Memphis, but it's a lot of stuff going on everywhere. So what I said that to say this, because I was talking to a friend of mine from down in New Orleans last week, because I said I got to get away. I'm probably going to be going down there to spend some time with them. And she was like, girl, it is, it is terrible in New Orleans. She said, it is terrible. I think we're going to be the murder capital again before it's over with this year because they have lost their minds. So it's definitely happening everywhere. Y'all, we got to protect our kids. And that's what makes me so mad about these so-called thugs. They call themselves thugs, but they know that they got dudes in their gang that's going around raping children and violating and raping women. Okay, that's the same thing that I was saying about Gotti with straight drop them. They want to kill Dolph, but Gotti got females that are a lot of female fans, and so do his artists. But they was getting ready to, and I like I said, I don't know a whole. I never read that report. I never read it. So I don't really know what happened with that. All I could say is that he was charged with rape, okay? And that is not okay. It's not okay. All right. These men got to step up and let these perverts know that it's not okay to come into any community, especially in the Black community, and violate children and violate women. That's what they should be sticking their chest out about that if they call themselves going to be in a gang. But instead, they kind of relish in that, and that's what makes them so damn pathetic. Okay. But I wanted to talk about that. I just think it's a shame, y'all. It hurts me so bad because I love children so much. If you can help them, help them. Don't hurt them. I love children, and I consider children like anything from under a teenager to a teenager to these young adults. They're children to me. They represent the future. And it's not okay to violate them. It's not okay to participate in that. What is going on? I was ready to get started to cussing, but it's too early and I'm having my coffee. Okay. So I wanted to talk about that. If y'all are in the Memphis area, make sure you're watching out for kids. I was looking at a child one morning walking to school, and he had his little sister with him. He was holding his little sister's hand, and I believe it was walking to Whitehaven Elementary School. And I turned around because it was so cold. I turned around I was on my way to my aunt's house, and I turned around, went and asked him if they needed a ride. He was like, "No, ma'am, thank you." And he really coddled his sister because I was a stranger. But it was so cold out there. I can't blame them because their mother has told them not to get in the car with strangers. I wouldn't have done anything to them, but it was so cold that morning. But I could not blame them. Okay. We have to really protect our children. And I'm serious. It was just so sweet to me. It was. But it hurt me to see them walking in the cold. I believe they was coming from I don't know if they was coming from the Pepper Tree way, but they was going down Farrell. So it leads me to believe that they was going to Whitehaven. Some people didn't want to send their children to Hillcrest. Okay. They didn't. Can't blame them either. Okay. But anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you're in the Memphis area, definitely, because what's going to happen is what that freak is going to do is he going to go underground. He already got him a child and violated her. Okay. He's going to go underground, and then he's going to wait a few months. okay, right before school is out, and he's gonna be in another area. Cause see, he might be from around that area. He's gonna go and seek out another area in another car and snatch him up a child. That's what's gonna happen. Okay. And see, that's what I say. These folks talk about get back gang and all that. That should be the get back gang ought to be on that. But instead, they participate in shit like that. Okay. But anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App. Okay. And I know people go, well, I ain't got nothing to do with that. We got to start getting involved, y'all. I'll never forget. And I can go on and on because, like I said, I have I love children. I have a passion for children, like I said, because they represent our future. Okay, and we cannot be traumatizing them. We can't do that. Okay, and I remember I was working when I first started working for MPD. When I first started working for MPD, I was working as a typist. I was pregnant with my last baby. And I remember they had a case where the mother went to work, didn't even know the boyfriend, y'all. Do you hear me? Had only been knowing the boyfriend a few months. She went to work, left her 6-month-old baby with the boyfriend. Okay. A 6-month-old baby. And while she was at work, that boyfriend who she had moved up in her house, who she didn't know no damn time because the baby was not his, okay, penetrated the baby, tore the baby open, penetrating her, okay, and then went to the Walmart and got a needle and thread and tried to sew the baby back up. Not only did he hurt that baby once, he hurt that baby twice. You had officers that were devastated, that was crying. It was devastating. Then you got folks, them officers whooped his ass. And you got folks sitting up hollering about, yeah, he was wrong, but then he a persecuted officer, didn't have no business doing nothing to him. He had to stop at the damn med before he went to the damn jail because they tore his ass cat raggedy. And I think it's a darn shame how people are so pathetic that they could try to rationalize. Because to me, he ain't got no rights. They should have put him to sleep permanently. But people sit up to about the police ain't right. He got rights too. He ain't got no rights doing that to a damn child. Okay? And I watch people like that because they slick pedophiles too. They molesters. Because they should have been rooting the police on. Okay? But instead, they probably got that in the back of their brain. If I do it, they gonna beat me like that too. They should have killed him. Y'all, this stuff got to stop. I ain't got nothing for no pedophile and rapist and violator. These folks that's hacking into my shit is violators, obsessive and pedophiles. Okay, they got a potential to do anything. I don't like violators no matter what they do, even a hoe that's doing it. Obsessive can set up a hit. Okay, so women do shit like this too. They ain't no better. Or some of them. And regardless of if it's a man or a woman that's violating these children, because we starting to see more and more women sick. I never thought I would live the day to see it, but they doing it. They got little boys doing stuff to them, and it's traumatizing them. So yes, it's happening. Okay, and I ain't got nothing for nobody like that. Okay, we gotta protect our children, regardless of if they're theirs or not. If I see a child that's being abducted and it ain't my child, I'm pulling my pistol out. Okay, the motherfucker gonna get one front and center mass or a headshot. Okay, it ain't no way I'm gonna turn my back and say, well, there ain't none of my child, it ain't my business. And if I ain't got that thing on me, and it's very seldom but that'll never happen. He gonna get this blade because he ain't getting away with that child if I can help it. We got to get right, okay? We got to get right. We don't turn our backs because it's a family member or supposed to be a friend. We don't do that. First of all, you all not want nothing like that around you. No, nigga. You gonna come up missing talking about violating a child or a woman. You gonna come up missing. You can't be in our game. Okay? But anyways, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe, okay? Because I could go on and on and on and on talking about this because I've seen so much of this the 20 years that I worked for the police department. People don't know because of the privacy laws that rape crises, the investigative unit where it used to be at MPD, the room that they had the women in that was the R word was filled up every single day. The news can't put that on there. Every single day. Okay? This stuff got to stop, and it's getting worse. Okay? But anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App. Okay? I'll talk with you later.